Hi everyone. Um, Let me present you this big project that I'm doing for uh, a client and good friend of mine. So this van is nicknamed Ricky, and it started life as a 6 meter long Mercedes 613D. So with the like a naturally aspirated six-cylinder engine, and so this is a full custom build, and it starts with uh, Vario axles, front and back. The back one is a long axle for like high speed with a diff lock, and so the first thing that needed to be done for this project was to widen the chassis. So the chassis rails were widened by like I think at memory 80 mil, so the chassis fits the axle, and it also gives more space to fit the engine. This engine is an OM 366A. It's out of an 817 truck, and the first thing you'll notice is that it's not in a nose anymore. It's now in a mid-mounted in the front, a bit like a Toyota Hiace. And so this engine puts standard 170 horses, and soon with intercooler and some work on the injection pump, which is here, we're going to go towards 300. Major to that, there's a 6-speed gearbox with split, so effectively 12 gears. So this is a GV4 65 for Mercedes as well. And so in order to fit this, we reused some of the engine mounts from an LK truck, but also like made to fit in the düdo chassis. And so there's also like a custom shifter linkage to shift at the back here and to bring the movement all the way back to the front. The steering column is also from an LK truck, and this is a possibility to adjust the position of the steering wheel. Normally on düdo is fixed. Here you can adjust it in depth and also in reach to find a comfortable sitting position. Next, there's a custom like base for the seats, with the idea that this is screwed in so it can always come out, and so the seat will be on top, and this is, of course, you can remove it if you need to do like a big job on the engine, but otherwise there will be like some doors on each side, so you can do like your periodic checks, change filter without having to remove the seats. It's going to be the same on the front and on the back as well. And just like if you need to adjust the play in the valves, then you need to remove the seats and this structure, and then you can remove the valve cover gasket of the valve cover. Same thing with the idea of the possibility to remove the engine easily. This floor panel, which is under this wooden plank, this one, and the firewall panel will also be removable, so you can always take the engine out from the front. This as well, it's a few bolts and it takes out. So like if big work on the engine is needed, you can always take it out from the front, and with the van staying on its wheels. And in order to fit the engine here in the middle, there was a custom subframe made, as you can see as well. The whole body is sitting on custom body mounts with rubbers. The harshness of the rubbers was calculated with the frequencies of the engine at cruising speed in order to dampen most of the vibrations coming from the road and from the engine. And the mounts were designed by a friend who is also like a technical designer. And here we built a complete subframe for the floor. The idea was to put the subframe as low as possible, so there's still a lot of room to build on top with a lot of sound deadening material. So we can easily put like 5 centimeters of isolation on top of the floor, and we're still gonna have like a very reasonable height for the pedals. So you can see like the brake and clutch pedal there. This is mimicking the position of the gas pedal. At the back, there was also some welding done because like the beams were completely rotten. So this was changed with new beams, and also made some custom wheel arches at the back with some ribs in it, similar to the original that you find on the sides of the van. And so those are quite lower than standard, but because the floor is so much higher than standard, it's not a problem. And here you can see the Vario rear axle, and at the moment we also have like wider wheels and 9.5 tires, 9.5 R17.5 tires. And so yeah, that's the, I guess, like a technical summary of the van. There's still going to be like some custom stuff for later on the body, but that's the technical overview and the base of the build. So if you want to see more, you can follow Instagram. I will try to keep people updated on this project.